right, guys, we are here driving on I-40 on the way to Moxville to pick up Kevin, and we're doing what every self-respecting man on a road trip would do. We're playing the alphabet game. Chicken and biscuits. There's our cues. Diesel. Yeah, that's exit. Right there. Oh man. Woo! Right place for a pickup. World famous Dirt Dobber. The crew is complete. We got the boats loaded up, and it's time to go get cold and wet, I guess, right?
It'll be cold and wet.
Do you know what the temperature is right now?
No.
It's not warm. Yeah. We expect it to be about mid-30s when we put on, so it's gonna be a good time. Y'all ready? Let's do it. So our driver Tyson is a buddy with Dirt Dobber up there at Southside, and they've met some friends here from Collettsville Fire and Rescue, and we're here at the Collettsville General Store, Collettsville General Store, and as you know, there's a 5-star guarantee that you'll get what you need here because there is a River King sticker on the window. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, she must like you, man. Good night.
I don't know where to start with. Evidently,
that looks like an egg. That's for Tracy.
Evidently, so mayonnaise and mustard's cheaper up here than it is at the house.
What's that? It's cheaper up here?
Yeah.
We got our rivers running and mustard.
It's a little soupy.
Well, I can't speak for Kevin's burger. He got kind of the lucky burger. But that's a pretty good burger right there. What do you say, Chef?
Pretty good.
World's best?
No.
What do you say, Chef? World's best?
Yes.
Not shy on the condiments here. I'll tell you that. That they're sloppy, but they're good. But I think we're ready. You ready, Dirt Dobber?
I'm ready, man.
Boy, that's a really pretty life jacket. It's the right color.
You like that?
Yeah, and nice hat. We're ready to roll. Okay, we're going that way, yeah. Oh, easy, buddy. We right. How's the water feel? Oh, it's not warm. You ready, Safe Dog? Go left, go left, go left! Hey, watch that root! Uh-oh. Oh dear, oh dear. Lean right, lean right! Don't move! Don't move! Don't move, don't move, don't move! Don't move! Don't, oh, Dirt Dobber.
Well, he moved. He reached out to grab his hat and dropped his upstream edge, and now he's in a predicament. So Dirt Dobber is in a 2-point pen above an undercut tree with a jagged root structure. The water's about 6 feet deep on the bank here. I'm actually walking on roots, and his paddle is not on the river bottom, but on a root as well. Barely hanging on. I thought he was about to go there. One rule of rescue is to not make a second victim, and sometimes that involves securing your boat, even though it feels wrong. So now when I get to him, he's pretty stable, but he's in a bad spot, and this can get a lot worse very quickly. So I'm talking to him, telling him basically to just hold his position with his paddle. I try to use his arm to see if I can right, but he's wedged in there pretty solid. So my primary objective now that he is stable is to extract him from the boat without the boat or him going under that tree in any way. What I decided to do is have him pull the spray skirt which fills just his cockpit area with water as the front and the stern are waterproof bulkheads. That loss of buoyancy allows me to right the boat into a more level position. After doing so, we take a minute, send the paddle up to Squirrel there, who's ready to help out. He's also got a throw rope. And you can see the boat now is a lot easier to manage when we get that edge up. The upstream edge is up now. So I secure the boat a little bit more, get a good firm position, and have him step out onto the root. And we are successful. From this point, I would consider that rescue a success because Dirt Dobber is the most important part of that. But now we need to get the boat out. I do not want to let the boat go. It could go into that tree and snag a root. You never know what might happen. And we have the boat secure, so we have two options. Haul it upriver or pull it up the bank. So I opt to go up the bank, but we have to get it out from under this tree and out of this pen. Squirrel throws me a rope, I tie it up, and he pulls it. May not look like it, but he has pulled it free there. We still have the boat with the rope, but I'm going to pull that boat onto the tree root I'm standing on, dump the water, and then we're going to go straight up the bank with it. And in these situations, always remember to just keep a cool head. Don't move any faster than you can move efficiently. And make sure you're making sound decisions, not just doing something. Because doing the wrong thing in one of these situations will compound what you're doing. It won't improve it. Boat's now up on the root. We're going to dump the cockpit area out, and then we are going to pull this thing up the bank. For those of you who have never taken a swiftwater rescue course, I highly recommend it to kind of give you a base of knowledge. Even if you take a beginner level, it'll just give you a lot of knowledge to work with and some good ideas about how to make things happen in a safe manner. So we got the boat going up the bank, and as soon as we get that thing up there, check on Dirt Dobber, make sure he's okay, which he was. It's going to be time to get back in the boat and head on down the river. And I will say, first and foremost, that I'll take the blame for that incident. I should have had the team go down the left side, as you'll see here in just a second, down those shoaly little ledges, and just avoid the whole situation.
I think that was my fault, actually. I should have sent everyone down over that left side. Just catch the ledges, you know? Yeah. You good, Squirrel?
Yeah, just start straight.
I got you. Well, Dirt Dobber is started the show so far. He has. I wanted to go ahead and get that out of the way. How do you feel?
Well, I feel good. I've got it out of the way. Hopefully that's the only one that we'll do today.
So I'll take the heat on that. I should have sent everyone down the ledges on the left. It would have been a lot safer. And so we're gonna do that in the future. If it bank cuts under low-hanging trees like that again, we'll just get out of the main flow and rock hop.
Well, I'm sure it's not the start he was looking for, but we were happy to be paddling down the Johns River on a perfect winter day with Dirt Dobber. The sky was clear, the water was the perfect level, and we had the river to ourselves. We enjoyed the scenery and conversation. The water was clearing up nicely. We had good flow at about 5 or 6 miles per hour most of the day. I let Dirt Dobber try out my pogies and my paddle. And there we were, 5 friends making a memory, floating down the river in the middle of winter. And that's the thing about it. One day you'll close your eyes, and your whole life will be a book of memories, where you have a good story like this one. It's up to you.
Like a pro. Is it? It is.
Oh, he's
pretty good.
This is where Dirt Dobber said, "Hey, Squirrel," and I was like, "What? Who are you, dude?" Off guard.
So this is actually the place where we met Dirt Dobber. You see Wilson Creek flowing in there on the right. Oh yeah. And what do we have here, guys? We have us a gravel beach. I think it's time to land on that gravel beach. Dirt Dobber did that like he meant it.
Oh, watch out!
How's when you're gonna get cold and get out there in that rain?
So here we are, found a good gravel beach, had to kind of offload some liquids, get a little snack. And Dirt Dobber, how you feeling, brother?
I'm feeling it.
He's feeling it, just like Greg. Oh, he's feeling it. When the wind blows, it gets a little, he gets a little shakes going on, but he's hanging in there. He feels good in the boat. You get out of the boat, you always chill down, but so you think you'll make it?
I'm good.
We just got to get him to camp. So we're sitting at about 6 miles-ish, more or less. We want to get about another 5 in. And the day should be getting warmer and warmer all the way up to 4, so we got that going for us.
Oh, yeah.
So once we get to Corpening Bridge, we're gonna look at pulling out somewhere right in that area, a little before, a little after, but right in the mix there, and find a camp, build a fire, get some dry clothes on, start cooking some steaks, and if we're lucky, we can get all this done while there's still daylight.
You brought the steaks, didn't you?
Yeah, I hope you did.
What's this steak stuff?
You were supposed to bring the steaks.
Oh, you got the steaks.
I don't have the steaks.
You said, boy, they smell good.
No.
Yeah. I said, what
Put
smells?
them on the
He's-
bank
he's
beside
got
your
'em.
boat for you to put them in your
He's
boat.
got him.
No, no,
He's got
Yeah.
him.
I do not have.
He's got him.
I promise you, I don't
don't
have.
have 'em.
I promise you, I don't have.
Well, we ain't got no steaks because I put them beside your boat.
You put the steaks beside my boat.
Because I didn't have no room.
He's
You
got
lie.
him. He's got him. Don't worry.
Look, he almost
lie.
cracked.
I don't lie.
You didn't bring the steaks?
I don't lie.
You lie.
I don't have
Do you have the steaks?
My steak.
Do you
You
have the
have
steaks?
them.
I don't
I know
have
you
them.
have them.
I
I
seriously
know you
don't
have
have the steaks. We might not be having steaks, but we're gonna have a fire one way or another.
Definitely have pie.
Who puts steaks on the ground? Nobody. That's why I know he's got them.
Nobody.
Ain't no way Squirrel is gonna let go of possession of a steak. You watch. We'll be eating steak.
As good a time as we were having, and as beautiful as the day was, it was weighing on my mind that we'd find a place to stop in time before Dirt Dobber got too cold. He was shivering a little bit during the break, so I knew we didn't have a whole lot of time before we needed to get him off the water and get him warmed up by a fire. This next stretch of river is notorious for not having a lot of camping options. But if we could make it to Corpening Bridge, there was at least going to be the mud hole.
So here we are coming up on the Corpening Bridge, having the same issues we had last time we paddled this river. Not a lot of campsites. And we are looking, so we're gonna take the next good thing we can find. The place we camped on our Wilson Creek adventure, right below the bridge, is a big, we call it the mud hole, but it's like a low water drainage area. And it made a great campsite, but we're wondering if it'd be too muddy. But it's time to find something. Dirt Dobber's over there soldering up. Been paddling in wet clothes all day. He's ready for a campsite.
What's that stuff for?
Should be, oh, there it is. Yep. So we are here at our little boat garage there. And this is the mud hole, as we call it. We stayed here the last night on our Wilson Creek trip. And it was a lot less muddy. In fact, it was perfect. Just dry everywhere last time we were here. But we knew this was here. And camping spots on this river are at a premium. What this will mean 100% is that we'll go 100 yards down the river. There'll be a gravel beach with perfect hammock hanging trees.
No mud.
No mud. How's the campfire, Dirt Dobber?
Feeling pretty good.
Yeah, there's a smile we've been looking for. Looks like we're just gonna be muddy. Shaphan's trying to figure out how to get through this with those shoes. Give me some skin, brother. Shaphan is not a fan of this campsite.
I'm not. I'm definitely not.
We got his like gym shoes. Never seen dirt, I don't think. Those shoes have never stepped off the pavement.
No.
But here they are today in the mud hole, baby.
I can tell you who would not have liked this.
Who would not have liked it? Brian? Brian. It's a great sight. See, you can swim in February on a 36-degree morning, maybe 33, somewhere in that pocket, 40-something degree water. You can go swimming. He's pretty much dry now. Look at it. He looks like he's been shopping at Walmart. You look good. That's the you just don't want to wear cotton.
I said fire, he come running, man. He's ready.
So there's the Johns River looking downstream. That's where we'll be heading off in the morning. Right there you see Kevin, then Squirrel, then Dirt Dobber with the orange, and Shaphan's over there way on the other side of the fire. So we've basically made the most we can make out of this little mud hole. And I think it's gonna work out pretty good. But I've got probably the coolest hang I've had in quite some time. Just kind of out of options. I'm hanging out here over about a 12-foot drop down to the river. And the view I'll have is going to be fantastic. Good weather tonight. I'm not going to hang a tarp. I'm just going to hang my wooby over top of me. And those UGQ quilts, I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be nice and toasty. Got my boat right beside me. And this is the same little drainage ditch we used last summer, about 6-7 months ago, to get in and out. Not a lot of options in this area. Kind of near the Corpening Bridge, just downstream a little ways. I just know probably around that corner is the world's best campsite, and we'll find it first thing in the morning. But this would be a great story. That's a Greg Adams fire.
It was all planned. It's all for insurance.
This is the truth. And Squirrel, come here. You need to back this up. He drifted into that tree, and I said, lean right. And he knew to lean right. And he did lean right. And he stabilized. High side, I mean, it was looking good. He was looking good. And then his River King hat fell off on his left side.
It did.
And he reached for that hat.
He reached for it.
And the river got him. I mean, he would have been all right if he had, but he couldn't let the hat go, man.
Uh-oh.
That's commitment right there.
Couldn't lose a hat.
Anything you want to say to your wife, which may or may not make the cut?
Well, I talked to her on the phone, so she knows, and she's waiting for the video. So,
right on.
So,
good stuff.
Anyway.
He's a trooper. You're doing awesome.
Yeah.
Sure, this will be the first of more to come with Dirt Dobber. Got his Hennessy Jungle, Deep Jungle.
Hennessy Deep Jungle XL.
Hennessy Deep Jungle XL with some 0 degree hammock gear quilts. So a lot of you are asking what we're using. Can't go wrong there. Here's what we got going on. Got the wooby strung over. Keep a little microclimate inside.
Man, that looks like heaven.
Yes, baby.
That looks like heaven right there. Wow, look at that. Look at the fluff.
It's just fluffy, fluffy. Well, man, I was over here messing with my hammock, and Squirrel has cooked the steaks. That's a good-looking steak fire. I did that right. It's good stuff, brother. So we are enjoying the steaks. What do you say?
Good.
Cooked well?
Yeah, especially when Squirrel cooks it up.
Chef Squirrel is amazing. You always need a squirrel. Not only is he there to help save you, he'll cook your steaks. What do you say, Shaphan? How is it?
It's delicious. Real good.
Very keto.
Very.
Dirt Dobber's been stirring that pot for like 20 minutes.
It's warm.
Oh, man. You cooked it to perfection, Squirrel.
I got some dark chocolate nice trail balls.
Oh, that sounds good.
You want one?
Let's do it. You want half of this?
Get that bag.
Break half of that.
So this is the rear view inside the River King hammock. As you can see, I got this wooby here. Just keeps my breath, warmth kind of on my face, so I'm not breathing cold air. Kind of like a microclimate. But 33 degrees last night, 34. And there's no condensation on this thing. It's very breathable. And no condensation on my quilts. I'm really too warm to get up. I've just been lazy laying here, but if you look out to the right, beautiful. Come back in and look out to the left. About 12 feet down to the water. It's just a pretty cool spot. On a side note, I keep my batteries in a little Ziploc bag, and I keep my GoPros, my phone, anything electronic on a cold night. You want to keep warm because that cold will just sap the battery life right out of it. But I am so warm, it's turning me lazy. And if you've camped with us before, you'll know I'm usually one of the first ones up, bopping around, doing my thing, getting the day going. But it is 7:40 right now. I'm supposed to start getting on the water about 8:30, and I just feel too good to get up. I may have to go to some other type of quilt so that I don't lose a lot of the morning just laying here basking in the warmth. Whew, feels good. Dirt Dobber's looking fresh this morning.
I feel fresh. Had a bath yesterday.
You may not know this about Dirt Dobber, not everyone does, but he is a survival expert, and he is committed. This morning, he's showing you that it is possible to drink your own urine and kind of survive that way. It's a little stout. He maybe had too many onions in the potato soup. It's hard to get down. All right, we're in the drainage ditch, bringing the kayaks down. We're gonna launch Kevin first. So my booties and my dry suit are actually frozen, and this water, believe it or not, actually feels better. It's probably 45 degrees, so I'm getting a 10-degree boost in temperature right off the bat this morning. You still don't want to swim in it unless you're tough like Dirt Dobber. One more boat to get. One last look around camp. No one's left anything. We'll just slide off and head on down the river. Oh yeah. Wouldn't you know it, boys? Look at this low slope beach right here with all these big trees and firewood everywhere. That's why you always go one more corner.
Not a bit of mud.
So the river is evil sometimes.
Firewood for
Not knowing what's coming and not seeing anything for like the last 5-6 miles, we decided to take what we knew was there. And right here to our left, literally 200 yards down the river, low slope beach, big trees, stacks of firewood, sand, some pebbles.
No mud.
Look at the vista. Man, that's pretty. Pretty stretch of river. The river messes with you sometimes. Perfect beach, low slope, nice sandy area with trees everywhere. This is the next bend from where we were. Look at that log on the log. How does that happen?
I think the power will knock it off. It needs to be set free.
Needs to be set free?
Set it free.
Live free! Oh! Oh no!
What happened?
So I was knocking that log off to have a little fun, and the log landed on my sunglasses and broke it. So
Good job.
maybe sometimes you just need to leave the log alone. Oh my goodness! Another rock beach. We definitely pulled off just a touch too soon.
We had enjoyed our night in the mud hole, but the river, home, and hamburgers were calling to us.
Made it to the takeout. Everything's loaded up, ready to go. Time for a burger, I believe. We ride!
It's only gone.
Got the boats over there at Walgreens. Tyson's leading the way here. We're getting some cookout and a milkshake. The boys are enjoying a well-deserved burger. It's the end of the road for this trip with the man, Dirt Dobber. It was a pleasure finally getting on the river with him. Like I said, we met him last year on our Wilson Creek trip. Kind of a chance meeting on the river. We kind of stayed in touch and tried to get this going for 7 months. We finally did, and I'm sure there'll be another one, but we appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Nothing but good times.
Had a great time.
Also, big thanks to Tyson, world famous shuttle bunny right here. Shuttle buddy.
Buddy.
Yeah, he made it happen for us, and can't thank you enough, man. It was a really good time.
My pleasure.
Back here at Moxville, saying goodbye to Kevin.
Bye.
Another fantastic trip with the Wandering Electrician.
That's right.
Go by, give him some love on his channel, get his version of the events.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too.
Always a good time with Kevin, man.
Yep. Next time.
We'll see you. The trip is over.
Thanks,
Another
man.
good one, Squirrel. Shaphan, nice to have you.
Shaphan. It's nice meeting you, Squirrel.
And it's just about to rain, so let's get these boys out of here.
right.
Thanks for watching.
And that was our fantastic weekend on the river. It was mustard burgers, Dirt Dobber stuck in a tree, that bluebird sky. It was shivering on a sandbar, and then stomping around in a mud hole, and finding that perfect campsite first thing in the morning. But we'll always remember